Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to Amber and Cass Keeping It Real. I'm Amber,
I'm Cass.
and we thank you so much for joining us today. So today marks a year that we've been in a pandemic. I can't believe that it's been a year. March came around, and I was just like shocked that it's been a whole year of these ups and downs and this roller coaster of time. So today we kind of wanted to get into that. We wanted to talk about the pandemic. We wanted to talk about kind of where we were when it first happened and when everything first went down. We also wanted to talk about our positive and negative experiences through this last year in this pandemic because of COVID-19. And then I also did an IG poll kind of asking people about their experiences, negative or positive, that they gained or things that they lost out of the pandemic. So yeah, if you wanted to add anything to that, Cass.
I mean, you pretty much touched on every subject. It's just been a crazy, crazy year. And again, I cannot believe it's been one whole year. Like, people are saying, like, it's the fastest, slowest year ever. I feel like it kind of went by fast, but I understand, like, the slow part. But yeah, we're just going to talk about how it affected us, positive, negative, and like Amber said, we also got some polls to share with you guys just to give another point of view instead of just our own. So do you want to
Yeah,
start off?
so I'll kick it off with kind of where I was at when it first went down. I was still working, and it kind of wasn't really like in the part of my mind. It was kind of just like this thing where people were talking about it, but I wasn't really sure, like, is it real? Is there anything happening? Like stuff like that. And so what happened was me and my husband, we were trying to have a baby, and I found out I was pregnant, and I was so happy, like shocked. I kept every day I was like taking a test, and it was kind of getting a little stronger, and I was like, oh my God, we're gonna have another baby. And so I was so happy, but I didn't want to like get too happy because you never know, like right early, we just kept it between us. I didn't even tell my mom or anything. And so a couple days went by, and there was like a weird vibe at work. And so I one day we were gonna have a big meeting. So I called my mom right before the meeting because I had a bad feeling about this meeting because things were kind of getting, it was all over the news. The pandemic was all over the news. So I called my mom and I'm like, I'm pregnant. I just wanted to tell you. And so I don't know what's about to happen. And I don't want like to have that, tell you that news after some bad news, So, and she was so happy, she cried. And so went into that meeting. 3 days after taking those tests, I got laid off, was told to like go home, clear out the desk and say goodbye to my clients. And then right after that, that's when we started getting those alerts like, okay, stay in your house, things are shutting down, restaurants are closing, everything's closing. What else was happening? Oh, then we had the curfews. And
Yeah.
like the alerts on your phone telling you like, stay in the house, don't leave. And it was just crazy. I mean, I was just like, so I think my emotions were so high because it was like I was so happy I was pregnant, but then I was a little bit worried about what does that mean that if I don't have a job, like how does that work with my insurance? And so it was crazy to say the least.
Yeah.
Where were you at when like if all was going down?
Well, I definitely wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the moms, all the dads, all the families that were pregnant during this time. Like, kudos to you because I mean, it was stressful enough, and then to add a pregnancy is just crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was at home. I began staying at home when I had my son, so I was already at home. I wasn't working. But yeah, I was at home. Jerry, my husband, his office actually like his boss was just like, yeah, we're gonna have to close the office down. It was like the week before it was like officially
Okay.
announced. So that's when I kind of knew. I was like, oh, well, like, that's strange. He's
Mm-hmm.
at work, like, this is weird. And then so he was home with me like that whole week, and we were kind of just like, what the heck is going on? Like, we've never experienced anything like this in our lifetime. And just watching the news, it gets scary, because it's just like the news already like gives you so much fear and anxiety on it like on a regular day without a pandemic. So like to add like all of this stuff happening, we were just like, what the heck? And then his boss like finally said like, you know, we're gonna not go back to the office, like plan on working from home for a while. um and then it was like I think it was March 11th, right, the official first day when the what's it called, the world, the it's like WHO, I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, the World Health Organization.
Organization, yeah, they officially announced a pandemic, and I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
here we go, you know, like put on your seatbelts, folks, let's go. I really didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I was home when we found out. I mean, I can't even imagine like what people felt like for instance, I know you were obviously working, so to like have a job and like not know if it's going to be there or like what's going to happen, you were pregnant, like stuff like that, I couldn't even imagine like personally going through that. Like I think those people are very 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 strong.
Oh.
And just like, you know, again, I give kudos to you guys because it's a lot. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
I agree. And I give kudos also to the women that, thank goodness that the part where I was kind of pregnant at the beginning. So by the time I gave birth, I was able to have my partner there. I was, you know, I did have to wear a mask, but during like the pushing part, I wore like oxygen. So I mean, technically it was a mask, but the fact that early on, the women that were kind of like giving birth, like some of them weren't able to have their partners and they weren't able to, you know, have anybody in the room with them, like that to me just like breaks my heart because, you know, even if it's not your partner, if it's your mom, if it's your cousin, if it's your aunt, just having someone in your corner, you know, when you're in this vulnerable state is like on another level, you know. So the fact that they were denied that and they kind of had to just, you know, hope for the best and put their life and their baby's life in the hands of people that they didn't know, nurses and doctors that they didn't know. Everyone's wearing a mask, you can't see anyone's face, you know, so you don't know about, you know, how it's spreading, and I'm sure that was super scary. So, like you said, kudos to all the women out there and just anyone that was either sick or, you know, just going through this time. You know, we all have been through it for real.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And the kids too, like they feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like they don't even understand. Like at least we know, like, oh, it's a virus and we have to stay home so we don't get sick. Like kids, especially our kids, their age, it's
Mm-hmm.
just like they're just so confused and they probably have like so much anxiety and it's, you know, it's rough. But
Yeah. No,
what's
I definitely
something
dealt with.
what's something positive that has happened to
Yeah,
you during
so
this
the
time?
positive thing I think was actually getting locked down for me was being able to kind of like be with my family every day, all day. I mean, sometimes we got on each other's nerves, but the fact that normally I was dropping my son off at daycare and then picking him up later on the night, and if I had to work late, then I really was just seeing him for a couple hours, you know, in the night, and I wasn't really getting, you know, maybe just eat dinner, you know, get yourself ready for bed and good night. And I'll see you in the morning, get you ready, go to school. It's kind of like very quick. And the weekends were like our time together. But it became like just us three. And especially before the baby came, we really needed that like quality time together. And I didn't have to ask for time off. And then not having to worry about like, you know, what I was wearing or putting on a smile because I was very sick. The first part of my pregnancy, I was sick the whole 4 months long. So not having to fake it, you know, go to work and try to put on a smiling face when I'm feeling awful and tired and disgusting. And
Mhm.
that was definitely a positive. What else was a positive? Just yeah, and then also being with my mom. My mom also was, her office was closed like Jerry's, where she was still working, but she was able to come over and just, you know, hang out and with our masks and stuff. The sucky part was in the beginning we kind of limited our time, you know, where we didn't, but eventually we're like, you know what, we got to see each other, we got to be together.
It's
we
hard. It's so hard.
definitely came together more, but it was nice just to have that break because in my life I've never had a break from work. I've been working since I was 14. Never had a break. Sometimes I had 3 jobs, so I've always been just like just go, 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 go. Like, what's the next thing? What can I do next? Well, I that's how my mind works. It's always running,
Yeah.
So just to be like, let's not do anything for a little while. Let's just just sit and just be
Yeah.
was really nice. So I think that was a positive. What about you?
Good, good. The same. I mean, again, I am staying home anyways with nature, but to have Jerry here with us has been a blessing because his line of work, he's in the music industry, so it's like he's gone all day, sometimes all night, sometimes traveling, for a couple of days here and there. So to have him home with us and like nature, really getting to spend a lot of time with him, it's just like that has been the most positive experience out of this pandemic. That is just like you can't get these days back. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
any time spent with family and only family is just so precious. And even though he's working from home, he's still here. Like his presence is felt. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
when he gets off, he's right there. He doesn't have to drive or stop here or go there. He's like, okay, I can close the computer or like take my break and hang out with you. That's so nice. Yeah, especially
exactly.
with them being so little. I'm sure like it's so nice for them to just be together. And little boys love their daddy. I mean, they love their mommy, but they look up to their daddies.
Yeah, he's like so obsessed with his dad now. It's like I'm like, okay, don't forget, I birthed you.
Hello, hello, I'm over here. He's like,
Yeah.
"Mommy."
But that's actually going into the negative part of the pandemic. Jerry working from home has actually been a struggle with the 2-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
It's been like, close the door, lock the door, daddy's on the phone, like he's on a Zoom, he can't be with you right now. You know what I mean? Like that's because he doesn't understand. He's 2.
He's like,
He's
he's
his
there.
dad here.
He's there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been a little bit of a struggle.
That.
But we're getting better. He's learning, now that he sees his computer, he say, "Oh, Dada, you're working." So, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
negative for me would have to be in the beginning when I wasn't able to be around my family and kind of like maybe seeing them outside because my mom and my aunts are in the senior age, so I want to protect them if I'm if somehow I got it or whatever happened, I don't want to be the one to give it to somebody that's older.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for my son too because he was like he missed grandma and I miss grandma. But eventually we definitely did just say like, squash that. We're gonna be together. And then just the stress. I think I had a little bit more stress than with the up in the air of the job and insurance and like wondering how that was gonna work. So I was a little
Mm-hmm.
stressed out. But once that kind of got handled, I definitely was able to relax. But yeah,
Yeah.
insurance stress, job stress, and then family were my negatives. Yeah. But
Yeah.
did I get into the poll that I did on IG? So
Yeah.
yeah, I did a poll and it was just asking people, what their experience was during the pandemic, what if it was negative or positive, what came out of it. And so the first person said that being pregnant, so they were also pregnant like me during a pandemic, is hard for me because I feel like I can't celebrate it. It's the side, it's not a, and then I guess a positive side was being able to wear whatever they want as they grow. So like I kind of said that too, like
Yeah.
around in sweats. Yeah, but I understand them feeling that way about celebrating too, because even me with the baby shower was so up in the air about whether or not to have the baby shower, to not have the baby shower. And being pregnant, it's a celebration and you're bringing in new life and your friends and family, you wanted to celebrate. And so I could totally understand not feeling that same energy as on a normal day, on a normal year, of being able to celebrate your body and your pregnancy and things, and rather than when people are dying and getting sick and you don't, their worry is there. So the next person said that their positive was quality time with their mom, with their gramps, and dating, which I'm like obsessed with. I was like, I'm obsessed that they got a positive out of the pandemic and dating. And then
How? I need a little like elaboration on that. Not that I'm interested in dating. I'm just curious to know.
yeah, like how do you date during pandemic? So I will definitely follow up with this person because I don't want to. They also said finding out who their true friends are, setting healthy boundaries, and getting their mind and body healthy. I love that. I love that, that pause like gave them that time to kind of see, okay, who really cares about me? And then setting those boundaries, because a lot of times, you just say yes, or, if you just go with the flow, instead of saying, no, this is my life, what do I want? And I want to be getting my head together and getting my body together. So I love that. And then another person I said that they lost weight. So they were able to get just like the same, get healthy, kind of have that time to take care of themselves and focus on their health. So I love that. Another person got, their mind and their body right. And then let's see. And then I just wanted to say that through this poll, so many people checked in on me, which was so nice. Like so many people sent me texts, like they didn't answer the poll, but they were just, hey, I saw your poll and I just wanted to say like, how are you doing? Because I had said the fact that I found out I was pregnant,
Yeah.
and then lockdown, and people were like, oh my God, that's crazy. I even had one friend offer me a job. Shout out to that friend.
Wow.
Yeah, she was like, if you need a job, I can get you a job. Yes. And I was just like, you're so
I need your friends.
yeah. I got so many people just, kind of saying, how are you? And I just wanted to see how you were doing. And so I definitely felt the love during that poll with people offering me jobs and offering me, just to check on me. So that was a really nice out of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have to add though,
Yeah.
another positive is obviously starting this YouTube channel with you, because I feel like if you were working and we weren't home and like stuck in the house, we would never have been able to have the time to really do this. So
seriously,
definitely thankful for that.
Same here. I'm very thankful for that because there would be no time, with everything go, go, go. It's like, it would be just pushed back, another thing pushed back. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I wanted to add. I did want to say to, anyone that's watching, please put in the comments, was there a positive thing that happened to you? Was there a negative thing that happened to you? What did you learn? Just tell us, share with us. If you have any more questions for us, we'd be happy to answer them. So leave those in the comments. And then did you want to add anything, Cass?
No, I think I'm good. I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been a whirlwind of a year, and we're blessed to be healthy. Our family is healthy. A lot of my friends, are healthy, so I'm very, very thankful for that. We want to, pray for the families who did lose somebody during this time.
Yes.
A lot of deaths happen, over 500,000, I think, in the U.S. So prayers for all of those families, and we're thinking of you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're sending prayers to you if you were sick or lost anyone in your family. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, see more of our videos, check them out, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Love you.
Bye.